being here. We're excited that you are here. My name is Emily Graves, and I am the Shea Colorado Secretary. I'm filling in for Shannon Milliken, and she's unable to attend this year, but she has trusted me to do her job for her, so let's hope I live up to expectations. President Shannon gave me the delight of introducing our official newest member, and she wanted to make sure that everyone knew. Maybe she's excited or something. So she and Mom are doing well. This is Kaylee. Kaylee was born on October 8th, and they're at home resting currently. Shannon sends all her best, and of course, wishes she could be here with us, but is learning the amazing gift of balancing a professional and a personal life. Hopefully, she will be able to join us tonight at the awards dinner, and we hope to see you there as well. We hope you enjoyed your sessions so far today, and are looking forward to the incredible rest of the sessions that we have for today and tomorrow. Please remember to be respectful to those who are presenting during lunch and take your side conversations outside. One thing we learned last year was that this room makes a huge echo, and it's hard for people to hear when we have kids in the back or people in the back talking. So please make sure to keep your side conversations to a minimum. We would appreciate that. We'll get started with our presentations in a little bit, but with that being said, I'd like to invite you to go ahead and go grab some lunch. Thank you so much.
Going this way, it's shorter. even notice what he actually went down because I
Yeah, she was like, I'm so frustrated. And when we heard about this, I was like, we were kind of behind the scenes tonight. She's like, well, see what she does next year. She's like, I'm happy with it.
get started with some of our presentations so that we can keep our time management down to a T. We like to value your time, and so we like to do that. So if you wouldn't mind, you can continue eating, but please try to keep those side conversations to a minimum. To start off our presentations today, we are honored to have Colin Brooks here, who is on the Shape America Board of Directors. Once again, as a quick reminder, please keep your side conversations to a minimum to respect our presenters. With that being said, please help me in welcoming Colin Brooks.
All right, how's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a great lunch. I'm Colin Brooks. I'm a board of director, and sorry, my voice is losing it. Did some workshops yesterday. So I've spent the last 10 years teaching in Bend, Oregon as an elementary physical educator, and now I am a UNC Bear getting my PhD. So before I get into some Shape America stuff, I would like, if you're a pre-service teacher, can you stand up real quick here? Pre-service teachers, every single pre-service teacher, could you all stand up? So this table right here, keep standing for me. So, everyone, can you give them a huge round of applause for making them happy to be here? Thanks, you can sit down. So, I just want to let you know that you're not only welcome here at our conferences, but we need you. You are our future, so keep coming. Alright, so I'm going to talk to you briefly here about 50 Million Strong, and just some things that we're doing just as a board of directors for Shape America. So I believe that there's a lot of confusion about 50 Million Strong, what it is, how to measure it, and so forth. So I'll hopefully go through some things that can help us with that process. So first of all, at Shape America, we believe that everything is grounded within physical literacy. Physical literacy is the students having the ability, the confidence, and the desire to participate in physical activity, not only now, but in the future, and that's really important. So, with that being said, physical literacy is really the foundation of 50 Million Strong as well. Our current president, Fran Cleveland, Dr. Fran Cleveland from West Chester University in Pennsylvania, came up with these levels. This is kind of her mission to kind of help us understand what a 50 Million Strong teacher looks like and is. So, with that being said, I'm going to go through these different levels to kind of help you to understand what 50 Million Strong can look like at the grassroots level. So, the first level of being a 50 Million Strong teacher is a teacher that uses standards-based lessons with measurable objectives. So that would be the first step and what we define at Shape America as a 50 Million Strong teacher. Level 2 would be measures impact. Sure. Sorry about that. Is that better, everyone? Sorry about that. Level 2 is measures impact on student learning through formative and summative assessments. Level 3 is shares data with stakeholders and collaborates with their local staff and colleagues on the CSPAP. And level 4 does all the levels plus, reflects on teaching, conducts research, and presents at state and district national conventions. So basically, teachers, you're the grassroots leaders, we need you, and it starts with you. Everything we do within this profession starts with the help of the physical educator. So you're really the key to helping us make 50 Million Strong by 2029, and I really hope that having a few levels really helps you kind of understand what it looks like to be a 50 Million Strong teacher. So enjoy your lunch, everyone.
Thank you, Colin. We are so grateful for the amazing partnership that we have with the American Heart Association. I would like to invite Elizabeth Tomlin, Vice President of Youth Marketing for the American Heart Association, and Jason Mondragon, Shape of Colorado's Jump Rope for Heart and Hoops for Heart coordinator, to the stage.
Hi everybody. My name again is Elizabeth Tomlin, and I'm the Vice President of our youth programs here in Colorado. And Jason Mondragon, many of you know him already. He has been the state coordinator for the last few years, and we just are so grateful for the chance to work with you guys. I've worked with AHA for 7 years now, and really today feels like homecoming for me when I get to see all of you and just all that you do for us, but for your students and for your communities. I hope you realize how much you're appreciated by us and by your kids and by your families. And we just are so thankful that we get to partner with each and every one of you. So I want to start by saying thank you to SHAPE. We've had a long-standing partnership with SHAPE, and Terry Jones has just been so wonderful to work with as the executive director. Shannon, I know Shannon wishes she could be here, and thank you to Emily Graves for being the substitute president today. I know that's probably a lot of undertaking. And all of the board members. You guys have just welcomed me with open arms, and you really make this partnership even better than it could be. So thank you so much. And Jason, thank you. This is the end of Jason's tenure as our state jump and hoops coordinator. So if any of you are interested, it's a pretty fun job. And then we want to call up Emily Graves to accept a check from the American Heart Association to SHAPE Colorado for all that you do, which is at the total of $29,653.67. So, just to give you guys, and we would not be able to support SHAPE and all the things that you guys do each and every year and each and every day throughout the year without the teachers here that are participating in our Jump Rope for Heart and Hoops for Heart programs. It wouldn't be possible without you, and the mission of the American Heart Association wouldn't be possible without all of you. Last year we had 605 schools in Colorado participate in our programs, and 343,779 students and families heard our message about being healthier and making a difference in others' lives, which is just so incredible. We've been doing this program for 39 years, and it was started by a PE teacher. And every year, we sit down as a leadership team, we talk about how do we make this better? How do we make it more fun? How do we make it easier for the teachers to incorporate this into what they're already doing with their coordinated school health plan? And how do we make that work for each school that wants to be a part of it? And something new, thank you Terry Jones, before he was with SHAPE and with the Department of Education. Now all of the teachers who participate in Jump Rope for Heart or Hoops for Heart, when you complete a program, you get 8 hours towards continuing education credits to just as one more give back to all of you for what you're doing for us. So last year, there was close to 5,000 continuing ed hours added on for people just for doing our program. So congratulations to all of you for doing that. One of the things I just learned, and I mean, this is 7 years into my job, I just learned last summer that our youth programs actually fund 1/4 of our research projects. So when you wonder, like, gosh, I wonder if doing this makes a difference, 1/4 of our youth programs, 1/4 of our research programs are funded because of all of you. Your communities are really making a difference for us, and just in Colorado last year, we funded $14 million in research grants to help save lives. So thank you for all of what you're doing to help make a difference. So now we're going to be recognizing a few special schools that have just gone above and beyond and done a lot of great things for us. So if I can have my team come up, my wonderful team. You guys will find on your tables, there's an outline of all of the Colorado team members of the AHA. So if you're wondering, hey, I wonder who my person is that helps and supports me, we have grown as a team. When I started my first year, I had 206 schools, which was a little bit insane for one person. So we've really grown, and our team is there to support you and help you every step of the way. So to start out, we always like to recognize our top rookie of the year. And as I'm sharing this with you, I wanted to also show what this program looks like. So you can see, hopefully I'm doing this, okay, I did it right. So you can see what it looks like at schools. If you've never done Jump Rope for Heart or Hoops for Heart, here's some real life examples of what it looks like and why teachers choose to do it year after year. So, some of the people are not here to receive their awards, but if you are, please come forward and receive it, and if not, we'll make sure to get those out to the people after. So our top rookie of the year, first time participating, was Loveland Classical Schools in Thompson, and it was Evan Willis, raising $5,757. Our top jump rope for heart event last year, and in many pictures that you'll be seeing, was in Cherry Creek. It was Cottonwood Creek Elementary. Mr. Matt Mundy, see you back there, raising $28,442, which is incredible. Matt was one of the first teachers I worked with. It's over here. Matt, I've seen Matt dress up in a sumo wrestling outfit and get hit with noodles. He really enjoys the torture of this program. So if you're ever looking for fun ideas, he's got a lot to offer. Our top Hoops for Heart program, which was also our top middle school program last year, was also in Cherry Creek, and it was Fox Ridge Middle School. Monica Anderson, who raised $8,209 for the American Heart Association. And Casey will be accepting. What I love about what Monica has done with this program is in a middle school setting, you really want to have it be a system. So she has had so many of her teammates really work together and help make this great. Working with your specials team, working with student council, there's all sorts of ways that it makes it easier on you. So Monica has done an outstanding job of doing that. Our top dual event, which is when a school does jump rope for heart and hoops for heart. And I will say, I kind of consider this event a triple event because they are a K through 12 school and they engage kindergarteners all the way through seniors in high school, which is really outstanding. And it's a school in Douglas County, Skyview Academy. Congratulations to Emily Bishop, Bethany Rathman, and Miles Miller. They raised $18,078, which is incredible. Emily also is very good at fun, creative incentives if you're ever looking for good ideas. And then we have some schools that we really want to honor for their transformational support for us and what we're trying to accomplish. They've gone above and beyond, and these schools have raised over $20,000 this past year to help our programs. And the reason we specifically honor these schools is a typical research grant is around $20,000 to $25,000. So we want to honor those schools that literally are funding an entire grant just in their community. Westerly Creek and DPS, Katie Luther. High Tech Elementary and DPS, Lisa Ordway. Black Rock Elementary in St. Vrain Valley, Jill Padden. I hope I'm saying your name right, Padden. Thank you, Jill. And Trout Core Knowledge in Cooter, all raising over $20,000. Thank you so much to those schools that are participating with us. And one of the things, when I first took over this role back in April, to be able to oversee all of our programs, one of the things that was really important to me when I stood up here, which wasn't as scary as I thought it would be, is I want every single person in this room to know that you can make a difference by participating in these programs. It doesn't matter the total amount that you raise, you are helping us. You're spreading awareness in your community. One of the things I learned recently is, based on zip code, we're seeing now a difference in life expectancy of up to 25 years. So if you are in a community where you feel like, gosh, I know we can't raise $20,000, you have families that we are so desperately trying to reach with our message. And we hope that you'll see us as a partner in what you're trying to accomplish every day and all year long. And so in order to really show that and illustrate that, we started a new tradition this year for a new award. And this award is the School with the Most Heart. And this is about a school that truly embraces our message and our program, and their whole community is a part of it. And they really have made it an outstanding part of what they do. So congratulations to a school in Harrison School District, Wildflower Elementary School, so Jim Beam is the PE teacher, and the lead volunteer is actually a second grade teacher. And so, yeah, I know. So Amy Dolbear, she actually is a second grade teacher, and she drives and runs the program for the whole school. They have a kickoff where the school's cheer squad comes. All the teachers dress up in the characters for that year. They do door contests for all the classroom teachers to see who has the most fun decorated door for heart awareness. And they have the music teacher involved. They get dressed up. They make it this really outstanding experience. This is a Title I school. And over the course of their participation, they've had so many students involved that last year they actually raised over $7,000, which is just outstanding. So I hope that you're all excited about this new award, and we're going to be doing it every year because we want you to know you are making a difference by making this an amazing experience for your communities. And we hope that you'll consider bringing this to your community if you aren't already. So thank you to all the schools that received awards this year. Next, we have a very special guest, and this is always my favorite part. For those of you that know me, I'll try to get through it. What I love the most about my job is the people that we help. And I thought I'd do better at this by now. I have met so many incredible families over the years that are here today because of you guys who are helping us. And so we have a very special family here. Lindsay Vigil and her son, Avery, and they are going to share their story about his special heart. And I'm so excited for you guys to meet them. If you could give them a warm welcome.
Hi, good afternoon. I just wanted to start out by saying I know that many of you are probably not heart parents, but the day before my son's diagnosis, neither was I. I wanted to tell you a little bit about our journey. Thank you. On our 20-week ultrasound, my husband and I went to go see if we were having a boy or a girl, like most do. And one of the very first angels that God put into our lives at that time was a sonographer. The one that was supposed to do the sonogram was actually sick, and she came from a prematologist's office and did it for us. The reason why that's important is she had a little bit more training in looking for anomalies, and if she wouldn't have caught Avery's heart defect, he would not be here with us today. So she took pictures, she told us he wasn't moving right to get all the pictures of the heart, and that we'd get a call back later to come and get more information. The next day we were sent up to a prematologist's office where two doctors looked at his heart and freaked out, and then sent us up to Denver Children's Hospital, where we were actually, where he was diagnosed with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. So what that meant was the whole left side of his heart didn't develop at all. We were given, you can look right there. We were given 4 options. We were given terminate the pregnancy, comfort care, where I have him and I take him home and comfort him until he passes. 3 open heart surgeries or a heart transplant. I was given, we were given a giant book, said we'll see you soon, and sent on our way home. So my husband and I had a lot to talk about. We knew that terminating wasn't an option, but he leaned towards heart transplant and I leaned towards heart surgeries, just because I felt like I wanted something to be done right away once our baby was born. So Avery was born at Children's Hospital, Colorado. He was pink and perfect. I don't know if you guys know what an APGAR score is. I didn't, but he had an APGAR score of 8 and 9, which is actually really, really high even for healthy babies. And that's why I say if he wasn't diagnosed at the 20-week, he wouldn't have survived, because I would have had him, we would have gone home in 2 days, and he probably would have passed. By day 3, Avery was not eating. He was sleeping all the time. So, you know, most new parents, I was not a new parent, thank goodness, but most parents would think, wow, I got a great baby. They're sleeping all the time. But by day 3, he had his first open heart surgery. The complications that kept us in the hospital for about 2 months actually had nothing to do with his heart. He had complications with, when they pulled a heart line, they actually opened his chest up again, and he ended up with a severe infection. And so we were in the hospital for 2 full months, dealing with the infection, dealing with feeding issues. He had a feeding tube placed. He had never actually eaten by mouth before his surgery, so we weren't sure if that was something that happened because he was born that way or if something happened during the surgery. We got to go home for about a month, and then at 3 months, he had his second open heart surgery. That one kept us in for about another month and a half. due to the fact that his cardiologist, his surgeon actually wanted to do some flaps over his chest because it protrudes out and he was trying to get it to where it would be more comfortable for him, and it ended up getting infected. And so they had to reopen it, and we had a wound vac and everything else for quite a while. At 3 years, I opted to have him have his final heart surgery. I just figured 3s were working for us. I might as well keep it going. So at 3 years old, we went back in. I had actually quit my job as a teacher. I am a teacher. I'm a 3rd grade teacher. I was a 1st grade teacher at the time. I quit my job thinking I'm going to have to live in the hospital again forever, and we were home in a week. So a lot of research goes into this one right here. Hypoplastic left heart syndrome is the most complicated of congenital heart defects. And 30 years ago, kids did not survive it. With research and funding, Avery's here today. There's people living with his 3 heart surgeries in their 30s right now without having to have a heart transplant. When I got back to work finally after only having him in the hospital for a week, I actually started back teaching again. I couldn't say no. And Siri Howard, who is our PE teacher, approached me about the Jump Rope for Heart. And she said, I'd love to do something with our school community and raising awareness for this. And I said, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I've always done Jump Rope for Heart. As a teacher, I always paid an extra $20 to have my whole class participate and get to do all the fun stuff with them. And so this was a chance for me to help educate our school community and our community as a whole as to Avery. He's kind of a mini celebrity there now. And just teach kids about their own heart health and the fact that 1 out of every 100 kids is born with a congenital heart defect, which means there's probably 3 or 4 kids at your school that have something that may not even be detected yet. So having this education, this fundraiser is amazing because it's a fundraiser that you don't have to actually raise funds to participate in. It's a fundraiser where you get to go and learn about your own heart health and learn about people in your community and adults and everything else and see how much we all have in common, especially when it has to do with the heart. The reason why I love the fundraising, it's fundraising, now that I'm in the heart community, it seems to be what we do. But with education is where funding comes, and where funding comes is where research comes, and where research comes is where cure comes. Avery is not going to be cured. He's going to live with this for the rest of his life. There may be a day that we need to do a heart transplant, but I'm hoping that with the research that's already going on now, that might not even ever be an option. So one of the things that Siri did that was very, very moving for me and my family was during one of the Jump Rope for Heart, she gave all the kids a heart, and she had them write on the heart someone they knew that was affected by either heart disease or a heart attack or congenital heart defect, and of course several of them now knew of Avery. So Avery had a lot of hearts on this giant wall of, you're a fighter, you're a warrior, we love you. And we wanted to do the same for you. So on your tables are small red hearts, and I'd like for you to take a moment and write down on a heart why you do what you do. Maybe it's someone you know personally in your life. Maybe it's somebody that drives you to do what you do. And we have a board that you will be able to put it on afterwards. I just want to remind you, this is all about you. This is your story too. You get to impact children and people every day with your knowledge and what you do. And I thank you from the bottom of our hearts for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I would now like to invite up our President-elect, Lynn Burrows.
Hi, I think most of you are probably aware last year we had our second annual 50 Million Strong, thank you, our second annual 50 Million Strong contest. It's a video contest, and we ask you, our members, to send in 2 to 3 minute videos promoting physical education and promoting our 50 million strong. We then vote on our top 3 videos, and then we put the voting out to the schools. So I believe our 50 million strong videos surpassed like 40,000 views. So I'm just picturing those kids at those winning schools, like, resubmit, resubmit, resubmit. And there's high incentive to win. And this is for you coming up this year. You're thinking, what could possibly entice me to make a 3-minute video and then have kids vote on it? $1,000 equipment sponsorship is what we did. So we're hoping for that again. We don't have that guarantee, but we're hoping for that $1,000 equipment voucher. We'd like to share this video with you because it's a great advocacy video. It'd be like, we just think about the teachers that put this together, the teachers that put these videos together and then got their schools to vote on them. Even the schools that were not winners, they had this video out there in their community. Everyone's voting on it, everyone's watching the videos and seeing these great quality physical education programs. So we'd like to show you this video. Spacebar again. Oh, we didn't say who it was. Congratulations to Westlake Middle School. Oh, Ben, I know you don't want to come up front. Sorry.
Dear life, I hope you know I've loved you every mile down this road. Had my share of hits and misses, trying to keep between the ditches. Dear life, I hope you know. Dear life, what's your plan? Is where I'm supposed to be, right where I am. If it is, then I ain't leaving. If it ain't, I'll keep on dreaming. Dear life, what's your plan? Now you're flying by too fast, and I'd like to make you last. Begging, won't you please just slow down? You're scaring me to death, and I'm trying to catch my breath. Don't wanna let you go, I'm hanging on for dear life. Oh, dear, hanging on for dear life. Oh, dear life. Dear life, how's it look when you read the next few pages of my book? Am I with the ones I love down here up above? Dear life, how's it look? Now you're flying by too fast, and I've had to make you last. Baby, won't you please just slow down? You're scaring me to death, and I'm trying to catch my breath. Don't wanna let you go, I'm hanging on for dear life. Oh, dear, hanging on for dear life. Oh, dear life. I won't leave my mark. Love till it breaks my heart. Live so loud that my forever echoes in the dark. I won't leave my mark. Love till it breaks my heart. Live so loud that my forever echoes in the dark. Flying by too fast, and I'm about to make you last. Begging, won't you please just slow down? You're scaring me to death, I'm trying to catch my breath. Don't wanna let you go, I'm hanging on for dear life. Oh, dear life.
So we're really proud of that. We hope that we're really happy for her students, Katie's students, but we're also really proud as an organization that those are our members. Those are our members that are doing those incredible things. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, well, yeah, I'm doing some pretty incredible things too. Well, we please ask you to submit that video. We would love to see it. We try to coincide our video contest with the PE and Sports Week that happens the first week of May. So get those ideas rolling, get sick some parents on a camera or some students. Because the great thing is the voting is in your hands, right? Like you're thinking, how did they do that? Resubmit super fast? Well, you're a person. So look for that announcement. I'd like to introduce as the president, or as the upcoming president, that I have a lot of hopes for our organization. And in those hopes for our organization, I would like to increase our capacity. So right now, our board tries to get a lot done. We have some great ideas. We have, like you, minimal minutes in the day. Because of that, we'd like to introduce a task force, and I put some papers around on your tables there. And the task force, what I'm doing is I'm inviting you to be part of our organization in a little bit more engaged. And what I mean by that, I really wish I could walk away from this microphone. What I mean by that is when we set about creating a project, we're not limited by our ideas, but we're limited by those minutes. And so we're hoping that you maybe aren't involved in the board, you don't want to do those 6 Saturdays a year, make that commitment. But I know from just knowing a lot of you that are sitting in the audience that you're those people that can get things done, that you like to get her done, and you like to take on projects, and you can make those projects happen. And so I'm going to ask that you take a little bit of a risk and join our organization in this manner, like help with those task force. We're thinking one project might be a couple weeks long, one project might be 6 weeks long, maybe you meet virtually, maybe you do all the work through email, maybe it's based on a passion of yours. So I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, you're the person. I'm trying to make eye contact with each of you. Like, we want you. Like, picture me as that guy with the beard. So, or maybe don't. The sheets are on the table if you're a paper pen kind of person and you want to turn that in. If not, at the end of the slideshow, actually, Ben, I'm going to try it. Bam! The task force link is that last part on the announcement. And I would just ask that you go in there and fill that out. It's just asking, like, what are you interested in? What possibly could you do? And maybe you have some great ideas that you would like to see us implement. We'd really like you to be part of things. Next, we have our UNC representative. Jamie's going to come up and announce the winner chicken dinner for our Superstars. Thank you. You guys knew I couldn't come up with that. The Superstars.
For those of you that don't know what this is the Golden Sneaker Award, and it is awarded to the university students who win our annual Superstars competition. So I'd like last year's winners, which was CSU Pueblo, to just stand and be recognized as outgoing champions, which sorry means you did not win this year, but let's recognize the CSU Pueblo students that did win last year. They are over there. Excellent. And while it pains me to say sorry to my students, we also didn't win. No. I was thinking of rigging it, but I didn't want to do that. So, although their team was small, they were definitely mighty, and the Metro State University team is taking home the Golden Sneakers. So, all 4 of you, if you're here, come on up, Metro State. A couple people from Metro State. We had 4 participants. UNC had 16, and then the other 2. So, congratulations.
have an additional announcement, and this is one I need to read, I apologize. The new standards for PE education are clearly a differentiation from past PE programs. To succinctly, see, I don't use words like that in my normal. To succinctly promote the new PE to all stakeholders, all the way up to Congress, a rebranding program is launching this year for the new PE. If you are interested in participating in designing that program, please stop by and see Ron Sutton at the AccuSplit Make a Difference Programs exhibitor booth. Ron, are you in here so you can stand up, give us a face? Ron, come on. Ron? Okay, so Ron's not here, but he will be at his booth. And we definitely want to take this opportunity to thank Sport Time. Maybe you would like, because they sponsored our 50 Million Strong video, and maybe you would like to have a chance to win some Sport Time equipment package. Pick up your exhibitor passport at the registration desk. Visit all the exhibitors, get signatures, turn in your passport to the registration desk by Saturday morning, and winners will be announced at our Saturday business lunch. And maybe you will win. You must be present to win. So, want free lunch tomorrow. Last, please stop by our silent auction. All the benefits from our silent auction items go to help our future teachers. So, thank you. Thank you, and enjoy your afternoon. No, stop, don't go anywhere. We're doing raffles. Yeah, we're doing the raffle.